just about to get underway. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. It doesn't come naturally for most hitters. Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First and second, no outs. Gleyber Torres up to the plate, puts a bunt down, tosses to first, and that is a big first out. Golden opportunity right here. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. In from third is the tying run.
Well, it's a nice job right there. It's always great when you can get on the scoreboard first. Just good situational hitting to bring him home from third right there.
Ball 1. Check swing. He held up. And that's ball 1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And that is that. Stepping in, Dalton Varsho. Varsho, 29 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin. Strike 2. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. One down. Swing and a foul out of play. Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball there. And the 0-2. On the ground, right side. A dive. He's got it. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. 2 outs. Base is empty. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. There's a strike. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases.
That's a ball.
Left field. Green on the run. Stretches out and hauls it in. Back here at Lone Depot Park. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Here's the throw, and he starts off the second with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Wenceel Perez. That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 1-0.
No, inside.
Next offering is down low.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Tied up here in the early going. In the air to left center, and it's into the gap. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The relay, safe, and they take the lead. So up next, Zach McKinstry.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Ball, that's in.
Out towards left center. Reaching for it and brings it in. Bottom of the second. And now for the Marlins, Addison Barger. Ground ball, Torkelson. He'll do it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
With an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Almost got him. Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Just
inside,
missed.
ball 1. Too high. Ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Swings over the top of that one. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. In comes the run from second. We are tied at 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Check swing called strike. And the count is 0-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Foul.
Man at second. Laser. Base hit. Coming around third is Jimenez. He scores and they have the lead. The tag.
He made it. Safe.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Nope. That's inside. Ball 2.
Check
Ball.
swing didn't go. And that's ball 3. That's a good
That's
at-bat
ball
right
4.
there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Bush in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Check swing, no appeal. Ball 1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. You leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A 3-run homer. So 2 down. Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. Grant Herter gets the ball now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split-finger fastball instead of just...
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch. Here's Gleyber Torres.
Ball, that's inside.
On a line. And there's a hit. And a man aboard.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Ball, down. Ball, that's inside.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. Grabs it right up against the wall. 1 out man at first. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. And that one fouled off.
Ball 1.
Late with the swing there. He goes down looking.
Ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
In the air, left field. Fair ball. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So digging in, Dylan Dingler. He's 0 for 1.
Ball inside. Ball 2. Hey!
This one in the air, right field. And that'll do it. As we go to the last of the third. And now for the Marlins, Addison Barger. Ball 1,
that's
no
off the plate.
strikes.
You know, these Marlins really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
1 away. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's 2 away.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Back up that got him. Safe at
He's
first,
safe.
and an infield single keeps the inning going. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Andres Gimenez. This one in the air, center field. And the inning is over. Back here in Miami, start of the fourth, Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers. And foul ball. Swings through that one for strike two.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Here's the tag.
On the
And
tag,
he's
you're
out.
out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ripped into left field, and that'll fall for a hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
At the plate, Zach McKinstry, base hit. That was smoke through the infield. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, one out. Here's the third baseman, Colt Keith. That's in there. That's strike one. That's a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Oh, great stop. The feed for one. To first,
No, he's
not in time. Great effort there. Line drive, base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's 6-2.
Waste no time there. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside. But that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to
Base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe at the plate. And they cut the lead to 2.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out.
In time to Bush. They limit. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Bottom of the fourth.
Really important time for a shutdown inning. The last thing they want to do is give up the runs they just scored. Man, that'll steal the momentum. They're hoping to make quick work of this half inning.
Pitch is in there. 0-2 now.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Takes it in for the out. Back to the top of the Miami order. Dalton Varsho getting ready to hit.
Hey!
That catches the corner. Herter, a tall lefty, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. Good job to fight that one off.
Nope,
Really good
that's
take,
inside.
especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. In the air to left center. Green settles under this one. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Miami, ready now for the 5th inning. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. In the air, left field. Stowers under it. And there's one away. On the ground, right side. In time to Bush. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Next to hit, Wenzel Perez. On the ground. Jimenez throw to first. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now here's the Marlins DH, Marcell Ozuna. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball and a great. Spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. You know, these Marlins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Strike 2.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
The flip, there's one. How about that double play? Base is empty after the double play. Addison Barger, the next up for the Marlins. Check swing went around. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. This one in the air, center field. Perez moving back for this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here at Lone Depot Park. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers. Slider right there.
Ball.
Up the middle. In time
Got
to
it.
Bush. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. So a lefty out of the pen, Andrew Nardi.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Jimenez throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Now the third baseman, Colt Keith.
Nope. Outside.
And 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Left field, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ball.
Going to count 1-2.
Ball 2.
The Fish trying to protect a 2-run lead, and we're the top half of the 6th. Outside.
Nope, outside.
Full count now.
That's a really good take.
And they're all
Ball
loaded
4.
up.
Take your
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving, and it sets up a critical.
So they turn to their closer, Pete Fairbanks.
Definitely a huge at-bat in this game coming up right here. But with 2 outs, he's just got to focus on getting 1 batter, and this should be fun.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at-bat through the count.
Swings and misses. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Hit in the air out to center field. Perez should have this one. And there's 1 down.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Tigers, Kyle Finnegan. He's into the game with the bases empty. And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall. Now it's the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Inside ball.
There's a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success.
And that's back here in Miami. Top of inning number 7. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Sanoja on to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Ball.
The Tigers trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Fairbanks, the tall righty, 235 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Falling behind 2-1. High fly ball lifted into air right field. Hernandez takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Wenzel Perez will hit next.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Ball 1.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
2 down, nobody on.
That's ball 2.
And it remains 2-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to come to an end. Nice job.
New pitcher for the Marlins, Tyler Phillips.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And they tie it up. It's 6-6. Next to hit, Zach McKinstry. McKinstry in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Comes up empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. Set for the last half of the seventh. And now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Off the plate, ball one.
That's towards center. Perez settles underneath it. One up, one down. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Tyler Holt.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Swing, nice bounce. And weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Pitch misses inside. Ball one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Check swing, and he went 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Go ahead, run on base. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And it's 1-1.
That's in. Ball two.
The Marlins with the go-ahead run standing at second. Here at the bottom of the seventh.
That's ball three.
Next offering is downstairs. And that clips the inside corner.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now the number 2 hitter, Colt Heath.
Ball one.
Swings and misses at the sweeper. Late swing, foul to the left. And a ball and 2 strikes. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And a base hit.
Back-to-back singles. I don't know how he's able. Shoot that pitch the other way.
Cade Gibson into the game. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Here's Riley Green. Squares the bunt, but that rolls foul. looking to bunt and missed it, and it's 0-2. Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. But no advance from the runners. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Go-ahead run on base. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Off the mark there. And that is ball one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. The 2-1. What a stop. There's one. Double play. What a quick. And we're back. Leading off, number 28.
Hey! No. Inside.
Just missed.
Out.
Way outside, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Out number 2. Tied at 6. Liam Hicks digs in now. 1 for 3. And a strike in there. Now he breaks his bat. Keith gets him easily, ends the inning. Back here in Miami, and now the right fielder. Harry Carpenter. The Tigers going with a pinch hitter, Jahmai Jones. He represents the go-ahead run. Calvin Fauché comes on now. Swing and a miss. 0-1. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. Line drive, base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
2-0. Ground ball could be 2. Jimenez to second and 2. In time to first for the double play. Base is empty after the double play. Wenzel Perez the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Not showing great command so far in this at-bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Whoa, that's down.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Curve in the dirt, kicks away. And the runner stays where he is. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Coming home. He'll score and they've tied it.
Back-to-back base hits. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
In the air, right field, Hernandez. Under it. And that is that. Back here at Lone Depot Park.
Now pitching for the
Kenley Jansen comes out trying. Close it out.
Oh, he guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
1-run game, bottom 9. Line drive to short and caught.
Man, that could have been a big swing in this game. Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
That one ripped. And that gets down into the gap. And the tying run is on base.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Handled that down and in breaking ball. Well, and saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment.
Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who...
Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game.
Homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.